Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Nerdrant. I'm Dr. Zommer with my co-host,
JJ, aka Junior Wolf. And yes,
guys.
as Seth said, this is another episode.
Yep. Hey, let me accept this quest from Discord.
Yo, Discord has class.
Anyway, guys, I got a rice cooker. It's phenomenal. I recommend everyone get one. JJ, my rice cooker can steam. It can make soup. It can saute, and there's a cake option.
In the rice cooker?
Yes.
You're making cakes in a rice cooker?
I don't understand, but right there it says oatmeal, soup, different types of rice, and cake.
Maybe it literally means rice cake.
It could mean rice cake, or do I just... I don't know. To be determined. I'll let you know, chat. Anyway, we're doing Fortnite today.
Yeah, Fortnite, again.
We got a crazy one. Yeah, so let's start with Chapter 2. Let's start with the event.
Yeah. What do you think?
First, did you play that creative map I told you?
I did play that creative map you told me.
So, there's this creative map. I didn't play it, but I did watch Cypher PK play the whole thing. And, it was the Fracture event, but what we actually wanted. What'd you think of that map? Was it not pretty cool?
I was reacting to it like it was an actual event the entire way through, and I didn't even realize that till the end. I was actually like, oh my gosh, it's a reference to that. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. And then by the end, I was like, wait, this is a creative map. Why was this more fun to experience than the actual event?
So, it was really cool though. And I just... the reason I want to talk about that is it's just show that the community is still there. Like, so many people are like, Fortnite's dead. No matter what the player counts say, no matter what this is, the community loved the story so much that they went out of their way and they made their entire own voice-acted and animated event. And I thought it was phenomenal.
It was awesome.
Now, it definitely could have been better, right? It definitely felt a little jank, but that's because they're limited. Imagine if, Epic Games actually, took these people on and they had Epic Games supplies at their fingertips. It'd be crazy.
No, I had to freak out for a minute when they used the golden touch thing. I was like, oh my gosh, that's what we said it should have been.
No, that was so cool. That was so cool. But, no, let's talk about Fortnite's events. And they suck. I'm kidding.
No.
Kinda.
This event was pretty cool.
Was better significantly. Do I put this anywhere near my top? No. Now, me and JJ actually talked about this. It was the final. We had Snoop Dogg, got his name of the first guy, Snoop Dogg. Then it was Eminem, then Ice Spice, and then Mr. Juice WRLD. So let's go through the people, okay? Let's start with Mr. Snoop Dogg. Mr. Snoop. What'd you think of the Mr. Snoop part?
I mean, as I said before, I'm not a huge fan of his music, but I like how they worked it into the original, device event in the beginning there. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I definitely wasn't the worst part. I saw people saying he tried so hard to be Travis Scott. Not as the artist, just the event. The event was very similar to the shot, with him running around and stuff.
Well, think about it. That's probably what they're trying to recreate.
They are. They are. Absolutely. Yeah, no, I think that was my second favorite part of the four. Was him. However, I hate saying this. His part and some other parts kind of felt lazy to me. And that's because during the second part of, his second song, we were, on, the rings of a planet or something. And you could jump. And the jump animation was just the exact same thing as the Ariana Grande one. Now, you know what I was thinking? Do you know what they could have done? They could have teased Chapter 6 movement, and imagine you added the animation where you can roll. And, have a little hint and be like, yo, guys, why are we rolling? That's kind of cool. And then, Chapter 6 is like, oh my gosh, they were teasing it. That was so cool. They could have done something, I feel like, to, change it up a little bit, but...
Seth, that would have made sense.
That would have made sense. But do you know what did make sense? How peak Eminem's part was.
I was like, well, okay. So for any, I don't know who would not have seen this event, but he basically
14 million
battled
people
himself.
did see this. If you didn't, come on.
Yeah, he battled himself.
He battled the mech,
which was himself. That I was getting to that part, bro.
You gotta hurry up. Mind you, okay, real quick though, we are 5 minutes in. We have the entire battle pass, all of chapter 6, and other stuff to go through. So let's maybe speed it up a little bit, because unless you want to do another 2-hour
Eminem
episode.
fought himself, which is indicative of his newest album, where he's actually battling with his younger self because he didn't like his younger self. But that was really awesome because they worked it into him like being the Mac, and then he was fighting the Mac, and it was basically a reenactment of that event, which was really cool.
Yeah, pretty much. I did have one problem with it. I still wish we did Godzilla. Especially with the stuff we know in Chapter 6. And then we could have led into him doing Juice WRLD. Like, we could have done Ice Spice first, and then he could have sang Godzilla, and then we go to the Juice WRLD songs. Like, that could have been cool. But no, I thought it was phenomenal. What do you think of the art style, the comics, and everything?
Fantastic.
I thought, like, that was what might literally be top 5 event for me. Just that part. Now, the entire event, I don't think I can do that. But if we just took the Eminem part, top 5 for me. But then we go to Ice Spice, which really tanks it. Really tanks it.
I'm not even gonna lie here. It felt like a creative map in her part. Like, it straight up did. Like,
It
the
did.
way it played and the way it looked, it just did not feel like it got the same love that everything else did.
It also just did not feel appropriate. Like, target audience. Sorry. Yes, I'm not saying Fortnite's a kid's game. I think plenty of adults play it, right? It's rated teen. But you have to admit that plenty of the audience is going to be around the age of 9 to 12. And I do not think they should be seeing Ice Spice twerk pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, it felt so awkward. However, do you know what was pretty cool? The Travis Scott part. Do you know what made it better? If we got Travis Scott instead of a lightning person.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, I'm pretty sure, just so you guys know, I think that's confirming we're not getting Travis Scott back.
Probably.
They didn't. Anyway, then we go to the Juice WRLD part, unless there's anything else about Ice Spice.
No.
Then Juice WRLD.
Juice WRLD.
Second words.
I still know nothing
I don't
about
care
Juice
about
WRLD.
Juice WRLD. Yeah, I do want to bring up, like, one thing. We're not going to go into it because that is not the place. I just saw a lot of people talk about it after, and I think it's a valid question, is even if the parent, like, the family said it's okay, the ethics of, like, using him as a passed away artist and releasing songs constantly. I thought this was a homage because we haven't had anything. I didn't realize this was his 3rd album since he died.
Yep.
He died, like, 5 years ago. Like, I thought this was, like, some... So... that just, like, was, like, something I was kind of thinking about afterwards. I'm like, wow, like, this doesn't really feel as authentic. Not to mention, I was talking with someone that actually does know Juice WRLD, and it just seems like the songs are weird. Like, Lucid Dreams is just popular, but it could have been better. Now, do you know what I do have to admit, though, with the Juice WRLD part? The video after.
Mm-hmm.
Was that not fire?
It was awesome. I watched it twice.
The
I was like, that is
animation
freaking amazing.
You know what I saw somebody saying? Do you know what it kind of felt like? It felt like all the Fortnite skins were helping him get up to heaven. Like, building the stairway and everything the whole way up to heaven.
Bruh.
Which is kind of cool. So, it was kind of cool. That was definitely, like, the second best part of the event, is just the video afterwards. Just style-wise, like, everything. When he was building the stairs and stuff, like his shirt and everything, it was so good. Anyway, that's the event. Out of 10, what do you rate it?
Probably 7.
I was about to say 7 too. Yeah, not good. It's no, it's not bad, but it's not the best. Anyway, here's what happened after the event. We kept playing. Yep, I was right. We did keep playing. I didn't watch the original event. I did watch the second one, which is why last week's episode was a little later. Which is cool. I like that. I just wish they could have told us a little bit before. And then we went into downtime. Now, JJ, do you know what I was doing? I was going through and I was listening to some old podcasts. And do you know what I completely forgot about? Remember how we liked Myths and Mortals? That first episode, we talked about how bad it was. Because I forgot that we had 24 hours of downtime. And that we didn't get to play till like 9 p.m.
Bruh.
But downtime, actually, I don't know about you. I think this was one of the smoothest launches of a chapter we've ever had.
Oh yeah, no, there were like no performance
felt like
problems, no queue.
There was, I think, later in the day or the second day, there was something with the servers for a little bit.
No,
so it was not completely 100%. What was that?
That was the Rocket League season dropped. It
Oh.
messed up Epic servers because the Rocket League season launched. That wasn't even Fortnite, bro.
Okay, well, they still had a little snag. I don't know how that happened. They still had a snag, but especially day one, I think it was one of the smoothest seasons we've ever had, which is cool. Where do you want to start now? Now that we're in chapter 6.
Yeah.
Can we go battle pass real quick?
I guess, yeah, we can.
Okay,
we can talk
first,
about that.
let's talk about the UI and stuff and the changes to the battle pass. Before we
Yes.
get into the
Oh my
specific
gosh,
skins.
guys. So
It's peak.
You know
Oh
how
my God.
before we were asking for like, wow, these passes feel really conjumbled. It'd be really nice if we just had like one section for these passes and we could like select which one we're looking. We got it. It's here.
Oh, there's another thing. Remember how we also asked about the crew should just give you everything?
Mm-hmm.
It now gives you everything.
Yep. So
Also,
that's awesome.
question though, about giving you. You didn't buy the Lego pass, right?
No.
Okay, but you have it now because you have the crew, right?
Yeah.
How many rewards do you have claimed?
All of them.
What does it say?
23.
Because mine says 22. I have everything. There's not a single thing not checked mark, and it is stuck at 22, and it's really ticking me off.
Bro cannot 100% complete.
I can't, and I'm salty. Anyway, let's move on to actual UI. Now, I think what they did was a great compromise. We said in the server that they were going to get rid of the stars. I forget if we said this last week as well, or the last Fortnite one. Battle stars are gone. And I think the compromise they did was great, where it's a win-win for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
So the way it works is every level you get one reward. So not one like star or something, it's just one reward. But you have an option to auto-claim. So it'll just automatically, when you get XP, it'll just progress through that tier. And then when you get that level, you just get that item. And you just let it go, and you complete everything. Or, if you want, you could skip page 1 and buy all of page 2, and you save your tokens.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a win-win. I don't know about you. What are you thinking?
I'm really
I
liking
think
it.
it's a
I've
great
had
compromise.
auto-claim on just because it's easier.
So have I.
Yeah,
I just
especially
like
like
the
if there's
one
not a
level, one
skin that I
reward.
super duper want, it's better to just auto-claim because then I'll get stuff when I get stuff. You still can't claim the skin as soon as you get to the page. You have to buy all, or claim all the other stuff on the page, and then you can get the skin.
No, you do have to, it's old. And then I'm going to assume tier 100, yep, you have to claim 99 of the rewards, so you still have to claim everything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it's a good compromise. No more quest rewards. I don't know if you noticed.
I'm very glad about that.
I'm not, because it just gave me a purpose to do weeklies. I like having more, reason to do that. Like, back in chapter 1, we got the secret skin, and then at least we got something. Weeklies mean nothing, especially now that XP is so, everywhere. Which we'll talk about XP in a bit, but...
I mean, it'd be cool to get something for it, but I think it should be, one big reward instead of, here's a
I
crucial
agree. It
part
needed
of this
change.
set style.
It did need changed, but yeah. So everything's over here. And then we got our super styles, what's today? 7th. Still don't know the super styles, but we're having them. And once we get through the battle pass, we will talk about what it is. What skins we think are going to be. So let's start with this. Let's start with Ninja.
Ninja's cool, I guess. It would have been cool to see some different styles. I feel like they have him in such a casual getup in the second one, it just doesn't feel special. I like the colorization of the first one, but I don't know. The jeans feel weird. If you really wanted to make him a ninja, it would have been cool to have more of a ninja-esque outfit.
Yeah. It's cool. Jade. I love her emote.
Yeah. I don't know. I think cool skin, but once again, it's a weird, the skirt feels weird to me. She looks like a shinobi, she looks awesome, and then it's just, casual on the bottom. And it's that,
I wish
I don't know, it feels odd.
there was some more options for customizability where you can take off the shoulder pads. They just feel a bit, like you said, like with the skirt, it just kind of feels awkward to have the shorter pads with it. If it was full armor, maybe, but it's not. I love her glider though. Surfing.
Yeah.
Then the second style, Lord Garmadon.
Literally.
It's Lord Garmadon. Enough said, unless you have anything else to say about the second style.
Yep.
All right, third guy. Who is he? Is the question. That's what I wanna
Kendo.
know.
He's
Who is
Kendo.
he? Kendo. Or is it Ronan? Or is it Kato Thorn?
It's
They
the
all look the
same
same.
face model.
So who knows?
Yeah.
He's pretty cool though.
Yep. He's neat.
I didn't check. Is the I think the motorcycle is surfing.
Probably.
Well,
Yeah, I don't
well,
see any
you said that.
handlebars to hang.
No, but there's been motorcyclists before, and like, why is it like that? However, one of my friends said they thought we were gonna like ride it like a motorcycle, and they're disappointed. Like, oh, that's where you're disappointed. I thought you were disappointed because we were gonna hang on to it again, which is so stupid.
Yeah.
Hey, he has a sword. I don't like the sword.
Seth really likes swords, guys.
No, I would like the sword better, but let's finish the battle pass before I explain why I think that the sword would be better. But hey, we got a pet.
Yep. He's kinda.
It's also the sword backbling. Yep. Anyway, let's get to Shadowblade Hope.
Yep.
So we got another Hope skin.
Best Hope skin by far.
Yeah. I don't know.
I am not. Quick side note here. I am not opposed at all to having like a reskin of Hope every season. And I know this is probably like a hot take, but like I think one thing that Fortnite has missed over like the chapters is like they didn't take enough advantage of Jonesy. Like every couple seasons we'd get a new Jonesy in the battle pass. Like we got what was it, Captain Jonesy?
Yeah, we got Captain America Jones. We got Revenge Jones in season 1.
Like we got a bunch of different Joneses, but it wasn't consistent enough to be like a solid theme. Like he was obviously the face of Fortnite, but it wasn't consistent enough to be a thing. And so I think if we from this point forward get a version of Hope every single season in the battle pass, I think that is a really good way to go about things. Not only because then you have a consistent skin that can be your brand, but you also have a skin that you can fit to the theme of every season no matter what.
I see what you mean. I think if they did that though, I think it'd be better if it was item shop than taking it up. Because if I go through an entire chapter, why do I have 4 Hope skins when I can have other unique, I can have other collabs, like there's so many other things we could get than another Hope. Because I feel that about Jonesy too. No matter how much I like Jonesy more, it's kind of like, why do we have another Jonesy when he could be an item shop skin? Why we lose, like Captain America Jonesy? Like we could have got another Marvel character
because nobody would buy it.
Shop. But the people that want Jonesy would buy it.
That's not many people.
There's plenty of people that are simping over Hope on Twitter. Okay, they'd buy her. They'd buy her right up.
Bruh.
But no, I get what you mean. I just want something else in the battle pass, especially a theme like this. We could have got like a cool ninja. We could have got a cool samurai. Like there's things we could have gotten instead of another Hope. But second style is cool.
I like second style. I don't like the stupid like bowling alley print on her armor, but other than that, it's cool.
What do you mean? It's the cubes. We got the cube queen in yellow with a normal cube, and we got Blevin colors.
No, it's literally the bowling alley carpet.
And then her anyway. Diego.
It's Daigo.
Daigo. Anyway. Breath.
He's aight.
He's awesome. Set-wise. Skins aight. Yes. Set-wise, I love the set.
When I saw the Shadow Shroud, I freaked out. I was like, this will go so awesome with so many things.
But I have a problem, and I'm going to explain it after the battle pass. So anyway, second style. I don't like his pickaxe, however. I like the back bling glider. The pickaxe, I'm just not a fan of the claws, and the gold just is too big.
I like it. I think it's cool.
Then Baymax.
Baymax! He is my favorite Disney hero, so I am very excited he's here.
Were we expecting Baymax, though?
I mean, Not necessarily, but I think it's more
It doesn't
so,
make sense.
It's more
right,
so
theme
because
and
we haven't
everything.
expected Disney. But now that we've gotten Disney stuff, I think it's okay to say that they're all in the cards. Like, from this point forward, predicting Disney skins in a battle pass is not going to be completely out of the picture. It's just that our first Disney skins, like our first batch of Disney skins, came last season. So it wasn't something we were ready to predict.
But again, I also I knew Big Hero 6 was big. I also didn't think this would be like the franchise they were gonna pick from first. Like, we got like Captain Hook and like some major villains and Jack Sparrow. I didn't think we were gonna get Baymax.
I mean, think about it. He fits the Tokyo theme.
Again, though, like, I do understand, like, yeah, the whole theme is it just I was still just confused. Like, this was what they chose. I don't mind it. It just kind of took me off guard. Especially the second style, Samurai Baymax, which is kind of fantastic.
Cool, but strange.
However, do you know what is fantastic? The pickaxe, the swing. Did you
Yeah.
swing his pickaxe yet? Yeah,
I did not swing it. Hold on. Let me
Swing
swing it. Oh my gosh, that is amazing.
it turns into the little robots, which is
Oh my
which is
gosh, how
great.
did I miss this?
It's great. How did you miss this, JJ? Come on.
Oh,
Anyway,
Lord.
so no, it's great. Again, it just completely caught me off guard, especially with the other thing. And then final skin, Midnight or the Night Rose. She's great,
I hate it.
kinda. It's not terrible. It's not the worst, but it's also not the best.
It's probably my least favorite skin in the Battle Pass.
But I also mean for like tier hundreds. Like, it's not the worst tier 100.
It is one of the worst tier 100s in my book.
Oof. Now, do you know what could have made this battle pass better? And Diego better? And some of the swords better? Where's our customizability? Look at the skin. Look at Diego. Look at his side pocket. What if we got those masks as styles? Like, we could have like Maven or something. Or there was another thing, which is like the glider, no, the contrail, or the emote. Look at the emote. Look at all those masks. We have a drift mask. We have all those. What if they're all styles that we could have gotten?
Seth, that would
Like-
make sense.
It's just like that was another thing we were talking about in this Myths and Mortals. That's also why I can't put the tier 100, even if I think it's a good one, too highly, because it's not customizable. Like, give me options. Don't give me just a color option.
One thing that I think they really should do, and I never thought I would utter these words, but if you look at Overwatch and how they do their tier 100s, I know, it sounds crazy, but their tier
Whoa, where are we
100s
going with
and
this?
their passes are, like, I think they call them mythic skins or something like that, and it comes with 3 or 4 options for like 4 different elements of the skin. You can change, usually it's like the mask, the color scheme, the weapon, and like one other element, give or take, like a pattern or something. If we got that kind of customizability on Fortnite tier 100s, they would be like freaking amazing. Like, imagine on this skin, you could change her armor style, her color scheme, maybe even like her logo that she has on her
Demon form
hip,
or
and,
not.
like, yeah, like, I don't know, mask, something along those lines. But like, if you could customize that much, every tier 100 would be amazing, despite it being
even if it's
like
not
a
bad,
style
like,
you
even if
don't
it's
like.
bad, yeah, it could still be great. And like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Vendetta, you can change his, like, there's primary color, secondary color, and then it's progressive. So I can have like fire shoulder pads, or I can just have a normal guy in like a sweatshirt. Like, it has a bunch of different color options. And that's always going to be a top. Even if it's not my favorite skin, it's going to be there because I like the progression. It feels rewarding for tier 100. And we just haven't had that in years. Anyway, though, bonus rewards, because we got so much. Another style. We got another thing. I don't think there's really anything in here, right?
Yeah, not a whole lot.
So, okay. Secret skin. Who is it, JJ?
It's Godzilla.
Godzilla evolved. But it's not Godzilla, because they were not able to get the rights to Godzilla.
It's Godzilla.
Somebody hasn't seen Austin Powers.
No, I have not.
It's a meme. It's a in the movie Godzilla starts, but then they were running away and somebody was like screaming. Another guy's like, well, that's not actually Godzilla because we weren't able to get the rights to it, but we should still run away like it's Godzilla.
Lovely.
It's great. It's great. It was hilarious. Peak comedy. It is a skin. It is a skin. I think, I don't know if it was you or a video saying that it couldn't be a skin. It's a skin. I don't like it. Do you know why? Do you know why I don't like it? It can wear shoes.
Yep.
JJ, we could have Godzilla in the Jordans dunking on people in Fortnite holding...
Bruh.
Anyway, we don't know the set. It's unlocking on January 17th, and it looks like he's going to roam around the map. Do you know what kind of memes I was seeing in Cypher PK's like Reddit React video? Remember like all those memes of like the guy scared, and it's like the Kamehameha wave or something? We're about to be rebooting, and then we're just going to hear a scream, and we're just going to get blasted by Godzilla while we're trying to reboot our duo.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I can't wait, but I'm also terrified. Anyway, that's the Battle Pass. Anything else?
Nope.
What do you think about the Battle Pass? Good, bad?
It's good. I think I'd rate it probably 7. Skins are meh.
I was gonna
Theme
say
is awesome.
I love the theme. It's just, I wish we had more styles. And I think I'm going to say this again. Maybe later I'll talk about it when we get our super styles. But actually, let's talk about who we think we're going to get the super styles for, actually. Because we always do that. So let's do some predicting. Who's not going to get it?
Who's not going to get it? I'm going to reckon either Hope or Baymax.
Yeah, I want to say Baymax, and then we've gotten some wild ones that did actually get it.
Like Doctor Strange.
Yeah. So I feel like Baymax.
Night Rose, I could see not getting it.
I don't know why. I feel like Diego's not going to get it. It just feels like sometimes they just choose one that like fits perfectly, and I feel like that one's just randomly not going to get it for whatever reason.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so those are the two. Everyone else will get super styles. Let's talk about the map.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
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 Actually, like I actually really enjoy it. Like this might be second favorite map of all time.
It's cool. I've had better. I think, honestly, in my opinion, it's lacking a little more color. Like, I like the different biomes. They're too small for my taste. There's a lot of green right now. It'd be nice to see a little bit more snow, but it'd also be nice to, like, have these different areas be a little wider. Like, the red forest down at the bottom, that could easily be spread to, like, Warrior's Watch. Have the purple be spread up to Whiffy Wharf, and I guess the, like, autumny biome could spread toward, like, brutal
fair.
boxcars. But, like, I don't know. It's just, like, 90% of the time you're in green, and every once in a while you're in a colored area. But once the match progresses, there's no chance of you being in a colored area because they're all in the outskirts. So
that's kind of fair. I will say they're different. Like, we have, like, a marsh green versus, like, it's kind of like what we had last chapter, where we had the darker green, then we had, like, the farm green,
but it's all
down in the
green
bottom
still.
right. Yeah, but I will say, like visually, especially the buildings and stuff, like we have the meadows, like that's phenomenal.
The mountains through the center of the
Shogun.
map is a genius idea, and I love that.
Mountains were great. Nah, I really do enjoy it. However, I do think it's a little big. I don't know if you saw, it's apparently 20% larger than like Chapter 5. It is, I think, the largest map we've ever had.
Yeah.
However, compared to Chapter 2, which was large, we have a lot of movement to make up for that, so it's not as bad, but I still just want a smaller one. Yeah. There's also, this is like the most POIs we've ever had at launch. I think there's 18.
Yeah.
Which is great. What's your favorite POI so far?
Ooh, that's hard. I really enjoyed Demon's Dojo, but I think for creativeness, Foxy Floodgate is probably my favorite here.
Foxy Floodgate reminded me so much of Chapter 2.
I know exactly where you're referring to. Yeah, no, I just think
when I looked at that, I'm
like
I need to land there. But yeah,
it's
I
a
love
really
that one.
cool POI just because it doesn't feel like a POI. It feels like a dam, and it's like, I don't know, it's refreshing, I guess.
I think Seaport City's my favorite. It's like Mega City at like Seaport, which is cool. Let's quickly talk. I want to talk about two secret little things though. We have magic mosses and is it no, it's night shift forest. Let's talk about night shift forest first. There's a vault there. Have you gotten the vault yet?
I have gotten in the vault.
It's pretty cool. How you
Pretty
get
good.
there? You have to bring a sprite, which we're not going to talk about yet, and then you bring it to an NPC, and then you get a key card. It's pretty cool. Have you been to the other one?
I saw
Mosses?
Cypher PK do it.
And it's kind of cool. I love the fact that they have all this hidden stuff in it. It really adds a lot to the map, and that they really cared. There's one more thing I want to talk about the map. Have you found the mini robots?
Yep.
There's one at the bottom of the dam, which is stuck in a basketball hoop. He's just a trapped little guy. There's
They're the
also
new
a step
gnomes.
bro. Did you see the step bro?
No.
There's one stuck in a washing machine.
Bruh.
But no, I love this. I love the little attention to detail. I will say the only problem I have, and this is strictly for build mode, is I don't like the roofs, because a lot of the roofs are like the weird slanted ones, and they're just the ones that like you can never build on, so they're always awkward with how slanted they are. And it's like so many of them, because like the entire map's like architecture is like that.
I will
So a
say
lot
the
of the
buildings we
buildings are
have
like
on the map
that.
right now, like a lot of the Japanese like dojo ones, are straight up copy paste from the previous dojo type buildings we've had. So that was a little disappointing, but
no, I think it's really good. Like I said, movement, we have geysers and stuff. But let's go into some gameplay, shall we? Let's start with the little sprites, because we're 30 minutes in.
the sprites are cool.
Sprites are cool. Who's your favorite little guy so far?
I like the
Free
wind
one.
ones.
Wind one? One's
Yeah.
good. I like Earth guy. He just chilling, and he just
Yeah.
nomming.
Definitely.
So water guy heals. He's like a splash/chug shield keg. Kind of cool. Wind guy, useless. Kinda. You throw him down, and so the water guy, you can throw him down, and then you can pick him back up, right? The wind guy, you throw it down, and it puts like a wind funnel to like launch you up. The problem is, how do you pick it up? The whole point is to get away. So
Yeah.
So you can't really pick it up. It's like
Yeah.
a one and done thing. Like, I feel like I wish there was a way like he would walk back to you, or you throw him down and then it's still in your like something. You just on cooldown, so you can actually carry him because he has 3 charges. But anyway, and then there's the Earth guy that you can give him something and it gives you like a guaranteed legendary, I believe. He's kind of rare. I've seen a lot of people asking if he's in game. He doesn't walk around, like he stays still, and it's random on what it gets. So like I saw Cypher threw in his blue shotgun and then he just didn't have a shotgun, but he got a legendary hollow, which is cool. But yeah, just love some extra dynamicness to it. But then you can sacrifice them. You can sacrifice them at altars, and you get boons.
You don't sacrifice them; they come back out.
Do they?
Yeah,
Oh.
every time.
Did you see what happened? I wasn't. I don't pay attention because like it takes way too long. So I'm trying to like I get like third partied because it takes so long to do the animation. However, when you use it up, it's so sad. It turns into a ghost and like disappears. It's like soul leaves its body.
You're releasing its spirit into the universe.
You are. But then you give it up and you get a boon. Let's talk about boons. There's 4 of them. Which boon do you want to talk about first?
Wind boon.
I think it's cool. I think it's a cool passive. I think it was a little bit better. It lets you run faster with your pickaxe out.
It's nice.
So
It's cool.
I just wish it was a little faster.
But
it's a nice
especially on
passive.
controller, when you have a button that immediately goes to your pickaxe, it's kind of like a nice secondary sprint almost.
Does keyboard and mouse not have that too?
Well, usually people just scroll to it, but I guess, yeah, you can hotkey it.
Yeah, it's not really a controller specific thing. I think anyone can.
Well,
do that.
I'm just saying, like, on controller, it is default to have a button that goes straight to it, whereas on keyboard, most people just scroll to it with their mouse wheel.
It also is default though. But anyway, yeah, I just wish it was a little faster. But I think it's perfect. It's just a nice passive. And then fire a boon. It's another passive.
Reload
Reloads
faster.
I think it's a
Yay.
great passive. Again, just maybe a little bit faster, but it's great. Water boon. Now the next 2 are gonna be actually like crazy. What does the water boon do, JJ?
When you are swimming, it heals you and your teammates in your vicinity up to, what is it? Was it 100 health or 75 health?
I don't know. I don't really. We haven't.
I'm
actually
usually
been able to
100
use
health,
it.
so I'm not sure. But I'm gonna
neither am I.
guess it's 75 health, 75 shield.
Maybe, but it's good. It's a good passive again, especially in like I'm excited to see what this does in comp with trios. Just people are just gonna jump in the water and just heal each other. And then the void boon,
Best one.
best one. Do you think it's gonna get nerfed?
I hope not.
I hope not too, but it's
No,
crazy. So
when
pretty
you
much what
knock
happens
somebody,
is
it scans the area around and marks any enemies nearby.
now again. I know you're not being in the comp, but do you remember that we had something like that last season? Not like last proper season, season 4.
Oh?
The scan medallion.
Oh, yeah.
And Peterbot, once again, same guy, just abused it in like final moving zone. He would just know where everyone is, high ground, low ground. Every time you get a knock, like see where everyone is. It's gonna be crazy. And I think it's for your whole team too, right? So theoretically, if all 3 of you got it, everyone, you would constantly be marking. So I'm really excited to see where that does. But it's really useful, especially for how wide the map is, like how open some of the areas is.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so that's the boons. Anything else?
Nope.
And these are like the augments. You can't drop them, but you can have all 4 at once. It's just hard. What's do you think the rarest one is?
So far, the rarest one for me, well, it's hard to say, because the wind one, I have not gotten out of a chest yet, but what the wind one is a sprite, so you can easily just give that to a shrine. So I'd probably say the void one, just because there is no void sprite. You would have to get it out of a chest.
Yeah. I'd also say wind, because I've gotten it like once, whereas the void one, I've gotten it so many times.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty, like, I say on par with water, whereas fire is like one of the most common. But yeah, so let's talk about the weapons now. Right? Yeah, we'll go with weapons. Hate scan's back. How you feeling about that?
So glad it's back. Missed it.
Nick A30's complaining about hit scan.
Bruh.
I kind of agree. So the big problem is we got hit scan back, but we also got a first person weapon back. And Fortnite cannot balance them. Ever. Since Chapter 3, Season 1 with the MK7. They cannot balance first person hit scan weapons. They're really bad at it. So, once again, this one's overpowered. Shocker.
Mm-hmm.
However, do you know what is nice about the first person weapons?
Hmm.
You can disable them.
Yay!
Have you done that?
No.
Have you done that yet? No. I think it's good because think about it in the way of like the AR. Again, like you want to have that long range, but if you're in like final zone, you can switch it, and I feel like having it back to third person in like close quarter combat can be really nice. Or if you're in a box fight, you can quickly press it and then swap it back and forth. Like, oh, they're over there, let me pull up my scope, beam them, and then you're fighting somebody close. I think it's just a really nice thing. I got to get used to it, but I think it's a good thing. But yeah, so start with ARs. We got the Fury AR.
I like it.
What do you think?
I think I like it better than the Hollow
I think I like
Twister.
it more. So
Yeah.
do I.
It's
Good fire.
fast.
It actually has a 7 fire, a little over 7, meaning you could actually bleed through builds too.
Nice.
Which is crazy. So that's good. It's also really accurate. Like the bloom's not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have the hollow. I think it has the same fire rate as a normal AR, like a 5.5. A lot more damage. About the same DPS though. I think this one's slightly higher. But the big thing is you're gonna hit more shots because it's first person. Like, you know. But yeah, it's nothing too crazy. Pistol.
Suppressed pistol.
Why?
Because
why?
Because it doesn't make any sense.
We got new everything. We got the suppressed pistol, which is full auto, which is kind of nice.
Because
I
ninjas,
guess.
Seth. Ninjas use suppressed pistols.
I mean, give this a cooler looking pistol. Like, why? Like, I'm so confused. No snipers or marksman rifles. Kind of annoyed, but here we are. Because at least we had the Monarch pistol last time. Like, we could have got something, like a Deagle. Like, there's nothing
I have no
really
doubt
at
that
range.
something's going to get added along the way, so fear not.
Probably. It's just kind of annoying, because I always enjoy using that, especially with, like, the way that SMGs are. So let's start with the two SMGs. We got the Surge Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Copy-paste. It's just the sideways minigun. Shoots
Well.
faster. Why? You just shoot faster while you hold down fire.
Yeah, it's cool. I don't like it.
I don't like it either. It feels really jank.
I like to
And
be
just
able to rely
inconsistent.
on my SMG to be fast right off the bat. So if I have to start shooting and then it's doing the speed that I need it to, it's just not great.
I think it's the same problem as the Charge SMG. Like, when I use an SMG, it's in a box, and I swap to it, and I can't, like, I don't want to delay. I need to instantly follow up on the shotgun shot, and this one's just a lot harder to do.
Yeah.
So it just feels really inconsistent. However, the other one is not inconsistent. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Is it the new AR of the season? What are you thinking? SMG AR season again?
I
With a Thunderburst?
could very much see it, yeah.
Especially with the Mythic on the map. So it's like the Vector, if you guys know that one, and it shoots really fast. But the big thing is it's first person, and it has 0 recoil.
Mm-hmm.
How's the aim assist on that? Because again, I'm playing keyboard mouse. How's the aim assist doing
It's
with that?
special.
It's like with 0 recoil mixed with aim assist. I can only imagine it's gonna be pretty crazy.
Yeah, I will say, I don't know if it's just this season or if it's certain weapons, but the close-up aim assist feels a little jank this season. Like, it feels draggy.
I will say, because of the way aim assist was, a lot of people are saying it changed. I don't know if there was directly changes. It's just the fact that now that they're not now that they're hit scan, they're gonna feel different. With the same aim assist as a projectile aim assist. So I don't know if it's different or not, if it's this season or just the fact that they're hit scan. But yeah, no, I like that one, and I think it's great to have as a secondary. And again, same with the AR, you can swap back and forth so you can disable the scope. Shotguns. We got 3 of them. The Twin Fire, or whatever it is, which is the Frenzy, like, auto. It's not, though. It feels more like a pump. Like, it feels really slow. It also feels really awkward because it shoots 2, and it does not feel like it does the damage 2 shots should do. And the biggest downside, again, is you have to reload it, which takes 4 seconds to reload the whole magazine, which is 14.
Yeah, that's
how
the
you
one
feel
I've
about
used the
it, though?
least. I am not a huge fan of that one. It's just not a shotgun that is practical, in my opinion.
And you have to be really close up to do damage. However, do you know what's one that I think is even worse? The Oni shotgun.
Yeah, I was excited when I saw we had a long-range shotgun.
So did I!
And
a
then I
long-range
saw
double
how
barrel,
much...
mind you.
Yeah, then I saw how much damage it did. And I was like, ha! Wow. That's not great.
No, it's not super good. I really thought it was gonna be like a Ranger shotgun, but like the damage, like sure you can you can't even 2-tap. Legendary only does 99 body, and like headshot damage is abysmal. It's like it goes 99 body, like 125 headshot for legendary.
It's
really
not
bad.
at all worth it. Like, to kill somebody in
And it's
zero
really-
build, you would have to hit full headshot both shots. It's just, it doesn't make much sense.
It's not great. And then we got the pump shotgun, which, how are you feeling about it?
Probably the
normal
best
pump
shotgun,
Sentinel?
but not because it's
It is the best
fantastic,
shotgun.
just because
Just the other ones suck.
it is a good shotgun in a season where our other 2 are garbage.
Yeah. I actually have been seeing it's pretty, like, people were saying it's actually really good because apparently it has a faster fire rate than the pump. As an 8, like a
No,
0.8.
I was surprised. Even Lexi said she liked it, and she tends not to like the pump type shotguns.
I'm obviously gonna like go to that one more, but again, my problem is why do we have to have 4 shots in it again? Yeah. But yeah, I don't know about you, because that's all the weapons, right? I don't know about you. I think the weapons are the weakest part of Chapter 6.
I could see it. And they're not bad, even.
They're not the worst. It just feels like a lot of them just feel really awkward and jarring. Like I said, like the pump just kind of feels inaccurate. The other shotguns aren't great. The surge fire is weird. And then, yeah, it just kind of feels weird.
Yeah.
But let's talk about the other items, like the masks. Ooh, masks. The fire mask. Have you used that one much?
Yeah, it's I wish it homed a little more.
I feel like it would be better in zero build. However, do you know where it's really good against? Vehicles.
Oh.
I fought a few people and they drive by and then I hit them and it splashes and hit everyone in the vehicle. So it's pretty good.
Lovely.
But yeah, generally, I'm going to pick the other one up. Let's wait for that one though, because that's like one of the best items I think we've like ever had, like ever.
Bruh.
So let's talk about the sword. There's another new sword. It's not the kinetic blade, even though I think we're going to get the kinetic blade. The typhoon blade. How much have you used it?
I've used it quite a bit. I was kind of surprised. It has a durability, which is not
I was
something
gonna bring
that
that
we
up.
tend to get.
So actually, fun fact, we're going to get the hook back from Chapter 5, Season 1, the grapple hook. And apparently that also has durability now.
Huh.
So I don't know why all our melee weapons are going to be getting durability, but it seems like that is a thing that we're doing. And they also do not recharge on death. Like the mask will recharge when you kill an enemy. This one does not. But have you also seen the crazy stuff you can do in build mode? If you like edit a single wall, you can just fling yourself forward.
Oh, lovely.
It's great. It's really good for mobility. That's what comp's been using because it's easier to get consistent 3 and you stay together. Because the other item, you can't. I'm thinking that's it, right? Just the other mask. The Void Oni mask. How do you feel about the Void Oni mask, JJ?
Well, I feel like we should address the elephant in the room. It's an ender pearl. It's a
pretty
manual
much.
ender pearl. I
much.
really like the idea of it. A little bit of the execution is a little odd, but I love the idea of a mobility that can be used so tactically. Like, say I want to place my portal down somewhere or throw it away and then engage in a fight. I can either use it to appear behind an enemy after luring them into an area, or if I think a fight is going south, then I can teleport away and heal. Something like that.
It also does not, you also don't take fall damage, so if you throw yourself straight up, you just fall on somebody, which I've done a few times as well, which is really fun. Do you know what else you can do? You can even carry down teammates. So you can like throw it way over, run up, pick your teammate, and just teleport. So it's really good, like you said, it can be really good tactically, but again, in comp, the reason they're using Typhoon Blade is it's easier to stay together with the Typhoon Blade because you're not teleporting all over the place. But the other thing is, especially like endgame, you're not going to really use the mask because you can see where the portal is, and a lot of people have been pre-firing that, and then you just get fried, especially with hit scan back. So, like, late game, it's definitely a lot harder to use in a more comp setting. In pubs, I was using it, and it was really good. Like I said, like, I would just constantly shoot myself on top of them, or I knock somebody, and I can pretty much instantly get to them.
Yeah, I think it could use a little bit of a, like, make that visible portal a little less obvious. Like, it looks cool, don't get me wrong, but I think to balance the item a little more, make it less obvious. Don't make it disappear, like, don't make there be nothing, but make it less vivid and maybe a little smaller, because when you see that, you very much know what it is, and it is very easy to sit there hard scoping it for the person to teleport. So make it a little less obvious.
Yeah. At the same time, though, I've also seen a lot of people been using that to their advantage and baiting them out by throwing the portal, and then you start beaming them because you don't actually teleport. So, but yeah, that's like the only problem. I do think I understand why the Typhoon Blade might be like a more sought after mobility item, but for enjoyment, especially in pubs, the Void Mask is amazing.
Yeah.
Is that it?
I think so.
We didn't talk about the one quest. There's one more new quest, which are the experience or expertise quests. How nostalgic are you feeling about these? Because it reminds me when we had to like unlock the shops because we had to do snapshot quests for different NPCs week to week.
Yeah. I'm not a
of.
fan of how this was done.
No?
Because, mind you, this is replacing milestones, right? We do not have milestones anymore, and this is taking its place.
Kinda.
It's essentially, it is a milestone, but for guns. And each gun has its own milestone. So when I deal 15,000 damage with an AR, I get 25,000 XP and it moves on to the next stage and I can do it again. And I only have 3 of them, shotgun, SMG, and AR. Granted, they all have 5 stages, but that's nothing compared to the 20 stages of milestones. And there's not many of them. So, like, I feel like this is a case where there's not a lot of ways to get XP this season after you finish your quests. Because, yes, you can grind these, but it's not nearly as much XP as milestones would be.
I think the reason they're doing that, though, is because now you also have reload challenges and you have OG challenges, which we'll talk about when we get to OG. Because I don't know if you saw, OG does have milestones. There's a bunch of milestones for OG.
But
so I think again, the reason why they're doing that...
We can't forget that each mode needs to be self-reliant. Like, it should...
Yeah,
you should be able to play
I'm not saying,
that solely
there should
for
be
XP.
more challenges. But I'm just saying, I think that's why they don't have, like, that kind of XP anymore, because they are separating it out, at least to their main modes, BR, Reload, and OG. There definitely should be more challenges, but I just like, I think it would have been better if this was on top of it, because I like the concept, but I agree it should not be one of the, like, 3 primary forms of XP for BR. Yeah. So, where do you want to go? Is that everything for BR?
I think so. I can't recall anything else.
So we got the map, right? We talked about the map. We talked about the guns. We talked about boons. I probably should have opened the blog post. Chapter
made sense, but
6 blog post. Yeah, I think that's everything.
Did we talk about the UI isn't new, right?
In where?
In the locker, I mean.
Movement! We missed movement.
Oh yeah, there we go.
I knew there was something. That's why I'm pulling it up. Before we talk to movement, there's bikes are back, the futuristic bikes, and there's another one. It's not in game, right? Like, it's gonna be updated. The 2-seat one, 2-door.
I think so.
The Voidburn, like, that's because I'm not seeing any images on the blog post. I'm like, am I missing it? Is that the speed car? Okay. But anyway, movement. We got some new movement. I knew there was something. Ledge leap. When you are near a cliff, you do a super jump.
Yep, you basically just jump farther and faster.
Yeah, I think it goes from like 1 tile to like 1.5 or something. It's kind of cool. It's gonna take getting used to, and I'll talk about how some of these aren't super great. Roll landing. This one gets me every time, because I'm building, and then I jump down, and I just roll, and I'm like, oh, I rolled backwards. I did a back roll. I'm like, okay. These ones are kind of weird. I just think in building, it feels really awkward, because, like, you know, I'm trying to do side jumps, instead of doing 1, I'm 1.5, I'm like so much higher. Or, again, like, I'm trying to waterfall down, like, falling down, and then I just roll, and it just feels really awkward. However, the wall kick and wall scramble are amazing, and I can absolutely see where these are going to be great.
Yeah, the way
kick,
you can just completely, like, double back your movement stuff in so many ways, it's awesome.
And wall kick takes jump stamina, not your normal run stamina. So you can do it up to 3 times, and pretty much it's wall running. You jump off a wall, and you can jump up like 3 different times. Actually, I was testing it out in one of my videos, like, that's where I do at the beginning. I was actually able to jump up like 3 walls, and you know, like the roofs of the gas station, like above where they're pumping gas, I was actually able to get the whole way up there against a flat wall.
Bruh.
By bouncing and, like, just the angle and stuff. It's really fun. And then wall scramble pretty much allows you to mantle slightly higher. I think it's like 1.5 tiles instead of 1 tile. You just kind of like kick your foot up and you get a little higher. Do you know what's really funny when this dropped? Is all the Warzone people saying how peak Fortnite movement is looking. And I gotta be honest, in build mode, it's really jank a little bit. Some of the movement, even the old movement. But Fortnite movement and animations, like the animations this season, because they did change in Chapter 6 from Chapter 5 for running, feels so much better, and the game feels so fluid with it when it comes to movement. Even though it might feel jank when I'm trying to side jump, if I'm playing, especially Zero Ball, I can only imagine, because you don't have building, how fluid the movement has to feel. So I'm really happy about it. Yeah. And then finally, there's one other thing in here for a setting. What do you think about Simple Edit? I'm guessing you didn't try it.
No, but I saw it. I think it's good. I think it is a nice, accessible way for people not to have to grind their lives away in order to be good at editing. So I like it.
I think, no, it's great. I was talking with someone. It's not meant. I saw Cypher did a video where he had like the best player, like best simple edit player, and it's like I wish there was an ability where you could hold edit on your cones, you can see through. And I'm like, guys, it's not meant for you. If that's something you want to do, use normal edits. It is for casual players who are not good or do not play build mode to be able to play with build players and feel like they have a little bit of an lower that skill gap because you can basic edit walls. That's what it's for. It's not meant for quad edits. It's not meant for peeking. It's not meant for build fights. Yes, you can. And actually, do you know what I'm happy about? Because I don't know if you saw, they actually removed the delay. It's not in comp. They actually removed it. You can't use in comp, which I think is good.
Yeah. Anyway, Seth, we have 5 minutes. Do we want to talk about the last big thing?
We have 2 big things, but okay.
Wait, what's the other big thing?
Another big thing that happened today and then yesterday.
Oh, I was talking about that thing today. What happened yesterday?
I don't know.
You don't know what happened, Brett?
I don't know. I kind of woke up at 3 a.m. What happened yesterday?
I didn't think anything happened yesterday, did it?
I think we did a little time travel. That's nothing that's normal for us, though. Did it last year, too. OG!
No, that didn't happen.
Nope. It really is a fever dream, especially after today.
Yeah.
So, OG dropped. It has a battle pass. Let's talk about the battle pass real quick. Are you liking it?
Yeah, it's exactly what I said it would be. Like, I'm happy I predicted something correctly here. It's literally reimagined versions of the skins from that season, essentially. And we can expect the same kind of idea with the next battle pass as well. I like that they each got 2 styles, and more importantly, I like that it is a small pass. I like that it feels more secondary to the main BR pass, because obviously you're going to be gaining both at the same time. And so I like that it's 3 skins, and those 3 skins get a lot of attention. I think that's awesome.
Yeah. So, and also same with like styles and like remixes, that's also the glider. So it's like the basic glider because we didn't have one, but I'm going to assume that every season we're going to get one. So that's that spiderweb one or the palm tree one. We're going to get remixes of all of those in those seasons, which I'm really excited to see where everything is. Because I saw somebody saying like, why did I grind for this basic glider? And it's like, because the glider was basic. What do you want it to be when it's a basic glider? You can't really remix a sheet of metal too much. But then we got actual OG. It has OG stats, OG sound effects, kinda. It's a little jank, but compared to last year or remix, it is phenomenal.
It is the best version of Chapter 1 we have gotten.
Absolutely. I did pick up attack, and in my hotbar it was the Chapter 2 logo. It's like, it's a little jank. Or I got sniped, and it was the newer purple sniper. So there's some problems. It's not perfect. OG graphics. How are you feeling about the graphics as like a slightly newer but still feeling like OG?
I feel like it's perfect, honestly. I feel like they found the
I don't
right
have any problem
here.
with it.
Yeah.
I have no problem with it. Especially like the weapon models, like even like not the models, the glow. I love the glow. Like they have like so many tiny touches like that. Another thing I was playing with was Rex yesterday, and apparently the tires are more bouncy. We were playing like Chapter 5 or something, and he said, wow, these tires aren't very bouncy. The tires are back to being super bouncy.
Lovely.
Like, it's just, they have so much attention to detail. How you feel about the shotguns?
Yes.
So, shotguns are so much stronger.
Yeah.
Green
definitely
pump
not due to double pump.
Not even double pump. Like, just a gray pump you're fine with because you can one-shot everyone.
I don't like it.
No, you don't like it?
It's a little annoying, but it is what it is. Yeah. It's OG.
I mean, it's OG, but also to be fair, it's going to get removed eventually. So I hope they don't add the shotgun delay. And when I say that, I don't mean the delay that we have like in-game right now, where if you have 2 shotguns. After they removed this, do you know what they did? They didn't make it where if you swap between 2 shotguns, it was when you swapped to a shotgun. So even if you swapped from an AR to a shotgun, it had delay. So I hope we don't have that, and it's just what we normally have. So
Yeah.
I hope so, but I think overall it's pretty great. How do you feel about the bloom, though, and the ARs? It's very classic, and it's very awkward.
A little bit.
And then we have the 2x headshot multiplier, right? Absolutely frying. Have you used the burst much?
No, I avoided it.
No, you can fry with the burst. You can like one shot, like one dink somebody. It's crazy. Revolver is back. And then the shield. You can move with the shield, but there's no minis. We have big pots, bandages, and medkits, just like OG. Also, another great attention to detail. Did you see the grenades as well?
Mm-hmm.
There's no arc and there is no image. Like, it's not the proper grenade image. Yeah. How you feeling so far for what it is? Not enjoyment, for what it is for OG.
Like it feels like OG. It looks like OG. It plays like OG. They
not
succeeded.
for enjoyment.
For enjoyment, not nearly as much as most things, but I was not a person who was initially interested in Fortnite in Chapter 1, so Chapter 2 is what brought me in, so...
I also don't think it's just that. What I'm seeing a lot of people is, like, they're going to come back when we get tilted, when we get the bot, like, more guns and stuff, when we get movement. Right now, it is barren. It is Season 1. I enjoy it because I think I enjoy the slightly slower pace with not a lot of movement, with having like so much risk because you're not always at 200 every time you spawn, like every game, and you could instantly die because gray ARs are doing 60 damage. I think it was a great side thing. I don't think I'll enjoy this if this is the pace that has been for 5 years, but especially since it's been so long, I don't mind the pace that it is. And it's going to get better, right? When we get more POIs, when the map changes. It also seems like we're going to get updates in the season. So we will actually get like seasonal updates, like mid-season updates type of thing. Because they're going to be 2 months. The big thing that they did, though, was they changed it today. What was it like yesterday versus today? What was the big thing that happened today that like Twitter completely blew up on? Not the mode. About OG. AI.
I don't know.
Bots. Yesterday, there was not a single bot. It was 100 real players with no skill-based matchmaking. So it was harder, but it felt so much better because like I was actually fighting players. And now today, they have not only added skill-based matchmaking, but they've also added bots. And people are not happy. And I am
everybody
one of those
was
people.
praising the mode for like, oh my gosh, there's no bots in here. It feels so great. Keep it this way, Fortnite. And then literally an hour later, it's like, and they added bots.
And mind you, it's not like so many people are saying it's the same comp people that were crying about like Siphon or Cars and stuff. Tim the Tap Man and Ninja, who do not play build mode, were playing build mode, and they were explaining how excited they were that there was no bots. Hypex, who goes seasons without playing, were saying how great it felt to win because there was no bots. Like, it was casuals too. What are you seeing? Because I'm seeing slightly mixed, but more on the bots are bad from a lot of people that were like for the car season and against builds and stuff. They still like no bots.
Even
what are
people
you
who
seeing
like
for the
bots,
community?
I'm seeing say like make it like a choice. Like give us a choice. Like do we want to play with 50% bots or do we want to play with no bots? Like make it something like a toggle, like our
fill. Like fill.
Yeah, like a fill toggle.
No fill or bot fill.
Ranked toggle. Yeah, like that. Like have it be bots, yes or no. Like have it be something that the player chooses whether or not it's there.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, I was so excited, and then I saw that, and I've legitimately have lost so much interest because it was like I didn't win yesterday. I will win eventually because I want the umbrella, but I was like, it just doesn't matter. I enjoyed the struggle because I was struggling against players, and now we're back to let me fight one person off spawn, kill 7 AIs, and then there's like the lobby's dead because like the 5 real players killed 15 bots each. So, and my biggest thing with it is if you really want that, if you really want all a crazy move, also Chapter 6 movement's not an OG. We do have sliding and sprinting. if you really want AI, if you really want the new movement, if you just play Chapter 6, like, again, it's a side mode. You don't have to play OG. This isn't Remix. This isn't OG where it's the main BR for a month. Just go play Chapter 6. I think Chapter 6 is great, right? Like, I think Chapter 6 is great. You don't have to. If this was Chapter 5, it'd be like, yeah, no, go play OG. It's better. But I don't know why we can't have both. However, what was added today, which is a good thing, was duos. How do you feel about that?
Yay! Glad it's there. I tried playing with Lexi and it didn't go well.
And duo squads is not it. Duo squads is mounted against 100 real players if you are not warmed up. So I was playing with Rex, who was not played since season 2. We were not vibing. But yeah. And then Ranked is coming as well, which I like, but I'm also nervous because it's the same idea that we've talked about with just splitting up the player base. But there was something else. Do you know what'd be funny? What if we got Arena for Ranked? Like the original? I think that'd be kind of cool. But I'm excited to see where it goes. Is there anything that you are kind of excited about? Like, that you want to experience? That, like, wasn't true in OG? Not now, I'm just saying, like, I'm talking, like, seasons down the road or something.
I want to experience Season X in its entirety.
Yeah?
I'm
it seems
just
like
excited for everything that season had in it.
Yeah, I think you're going to enjoy Season 9 as well, which is the futuristic. I'm excited because apparently guided missile launcher is also coming back. That also means there is a chance that we could get the Zapatron. I know it's Cope. Sue me. But we might get Zapatron. But yeah, no, obviously, again, like you said, I'm the OG player. Like, I'm going to have a lot more nostalgia for it. But I'm excited to see where it goes when we start getting, like, other biomes and a lot more people are going to enjoy it more. Now, I also saw Cypher saying, right, it is ending. It's going to take 2 years. Were you expecting that?
No.
I thought it was going to be 1 month, but it's going to be 2 months per season. So we have till leading into chapter 8, right? No, leading into chapter 8, we'll end on Season X. That's so crazy. What do you think is going to happen? Real quick, let's predict it at the beginning now that OG. Are we going to go to chapter 1, season 1, chapter 2, season 1, or chapter 1, season 11?
No. I think we're going to go into chapter 2. I think
You think so?
kind of heard what people were saying and they recalculated because it was initially supposed to be a month per season. Like, it was supposed to be shorter. It was supposed to be like a side thing, but I think they have kind of made this like a main secondary mode. And so because of that, they are kind of setting it up to be okay following the pattern that they have set up for main Battle Royale now. So if it does take full-length seasons, then it will make a lot more sense being as far behind the current season as it is. Like, once it catches up a little bit, it still won't be caught up because with real length seasons, it'll still be a couple chapters behind and they're able to keep up with that OG.
Yeah. We'll have to wait and see. I think it'd be really cool to see season 11, but I also do think, at least for these beginning seasons, it's going to be a little old. I don't really want to play season 1 4 times. I'm happy to play it now, but I don't really want to play it 4 different times throughout the next 10 years. But we'll have to wait and see. We had 2 years to wait. Mind you, JJ, fun fact, I was listening to this podcast, and they said very few people get past 10 episodes. Do you know where we're going to be in 2 years? We're going to be at, like, 250 episodes. We're, like, top 1% of podcasts right now being past 100 episodes.
Yay!
By the way, Spotify Wrapped. If you want to hear about our Wrapped, make sure you just subscribe. Anyway, one last thing to talk about, right?
We're going ballistic.
So we just talked about a brand new mode, which is OG, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like the last, like, 4 like seasons we've had a new mode, like crazy mode. But we have a new one, which I don't think anyone's expecting the day after OG, mind you. We are over a little over 24 hours from OG launch. And we've got a new mode launch announcement.
It's an early access mode, all right. So it'll no guarantees about if it'll stay or like shut down for a little bit, so they can update it and then come back up. Like, We don't really know what early access means. It's there though.
I mean,
But it
remember,
is-
like, all of Chapter 1 was early access too, so we have no idea what Fortnite means when they say early access.
Yeah. But it's a 5v5 tactical FPS in first person.
That's what FPS means. You don't have to say in first person.
In first person, Seth.
That is what his FPS is.
Seth, it's in first person. It's a first person FPS.
Yes. That is how words work.
First person.
It's nothing new. It's almost like we've had this in CSGO and Valorant and other games. So the mode's not original, but it's going to have a Fortnite twist. Instead of a nuke or a bomb, it's a cube fragment.
Mm-hmm. Which
and
is
a rift
cool.
bomb, which is cool. But yeah, so it's a 5v5. It's just like CSGO. You could earn money, you buy weapons. How do you feel about the way the weapons look? Like how realistic they are?
I am very excited because that tells us that they are putting a lot more detail into things that require first person. So it could get to a point where we get high definition models of all of the weapons in creative for when people decide to use first person in creative.
Yeah. I'm loving the way it looks. From what I'm hearing, the community is not super happy, the creative community, because the first person camera device is really jank, and they're kind of annoyed that why couldn't they get this as well? So hopefully we get something really good for the community and everyone's able to use this. It has one map at launch. I don't know when we're gonna get another one. It's round by round. 12 rounds. First team to have 7 rounds total win. 7 wins total. Wins the game. Go ballistic. You have a bunch of different ones. We have ARs like the Enforcer. We have the new SMG with snipers. We also have some tacticals like Proximity Mine, Bubble Shield, which I'm really excited about. That Fortnite twist when it comes to gadgets. Recon Grenade, Classic Frag, and Impulse Grenade. And then also, we have Ranked Mode coming at launch. How do you feel about the Ranked Mode? Because I know you don't play Ranked, but you have play
I
like
feel
games
like in
Overwatch.
something like this, it makes a lot of sense. Because people who play these kinds of games, they usually they hop on, they warm up with an unranked, and then they hop into ranked and they play with their team or whatever.
It's
this
just
is
a
a very
naturally
heavy,
more competitive thing.
Yeah, this is a heavily competitive kind of game mode, and so it kind of requires there to be a ranked. I think that is going to be more played than unranked.
And I'm also happy with what they're doing in the rules of a penalty if you leave and stuff. It's a very classic thing when it comes to a team mode. So I think what I'm seeing is good. Then we got some settings. Toggle whether your reticle will expand to show your weapon spread, or toggle whether the reticle will move away from the screen center to show recoil. So pretty much you can keep the crosshair in the middle. That might not be where your shots are, or you can have it follow. I think that's
basically
cool.
Typical first person stuff.
Yeah. But again, what I said to you before this, I thought we were going to get the device on the 11th, the first person device. I thought we were going to wait till season 2. They were going to test it out or something.
Yeah.
Were you expecting this 2 weeks into chapter 6?
Nope, they jumped right into it. Seth, do you know what this means?
What does this mean?
We could finally get weapon charms.
I saw a lot of people saying that, but do you know what's funny? You're still in Fortnite, right?
Yeah.
Go to the shop. What's one
Okay.
of the top things?
In the shop?
What's one of the tabs in Royal
Spider-Man?
Royal or yep, so we got Spider-Man, Spider-Verse. Then we have OG, Signature, then what's right after Signature? Getting us ready for first person.
Oh, bro, could you imagine?
The wraps are gonna go crazy.
That's insane.
I'm really excited for that.
I
And
hope
some
we
of these
can
wraps
equip
are gonna be
them.
crazy. I would assume so. Now, also, do you think we're gonna get some kind of progression in this? Its own battle pass quest or something?
Maybe after it's out of early access. I don't see it having
That's
one during
true.
early
Yeah,
access.
maybe not in early access. So I was saying, somebody was saying to monetize it. I think a pass, but I think the pass could be really cool because what if we get default skins? And when I say that, I mean classic soldiers. Keep the collabs, keep Baymax and the crazy Japanese puppet lady and the normal BR, but then we get proper soldiers, and again only 2 or 3 in a ballistic season.
I don't think so.
You don't think we're gonna get like a much of those like default type skins?
I don't think that would be the route they go at all. I think honestly, I don't know if we get many skins out of this. Like, I think if we get skins out of this, it might be one per season, but I think they're going to go new cosmetic types. Like, we got shoes. I think they're going to go gloves. I think there's a good chance that we get gloves for our skins, and obviously weapon charms, and
I think weapon charms is more likely than gloves.
Yeah, and like maybe weapon stickers too. I could see that, like Call of Duty. You can put, like, not stickers on.
I do think that's something that they will do, but I hope not. It's the same thing with sprays. Nobody uses them.
Yeah. But no, I think they're going to come up with new cosmetics for this, because first person is a entirely different kind of thing, and so giving us cosmetics that aren't for first person just wouldn't make sense.
Real quick, what do you think about the map, though, for this? Skyline 10. It's looking pretty cool.
Yeah.
It fits the theme, too, of the season. It's like a Japanese Tokyo thing. Now, I was talking with some people on Twitter saying how this, like, they're thinking this is not going to kill Call of Duty. I honestly think that Fortnite right now is Call of Duty's biggest threat after X-Defiant, which we'll talk about in a few weeks. Make sure you follow for that. This is not going to compete with COD, right? This is competing with CSGO and Valorant. But this is Fortnite officially entering the first-person space. Wait till we get a team deathmatch in the same format. But instead of Search and Destroy, it's team deathmatch. Or domination. Like, we get, like, proper first-person, and then we get, like, camos. Progression. Yeah. I easily could see Fortnite doing that once this gets out of early access, that this is their test and they expand.
Yeah, absolutely.
Same with, like, you know, sports. Like, Fortnite Fortnite can't die. JJ.
Here's I think we kind of, I don't know if called it is the right way to say it, but we kind of said this a little while ago. If you listen to one of our more gloomy Fortnite episodes, we said they did the metaverse wrong the way they launched it, but I think they're getting it right now. I think
I saw so many people saying that this is the metaverse that we're enjoying.
Yeah, this is the metaverse that we've been asking for, right? Like, we got OG, which is another battle royale that a lot of people preferred over current. We got all the different kinds of ranks, so it kind of separates those two audiences. We have the more creative style stuff like Fall Guys, Lego, and Rocket Racing, and then now we're getting different kinds of modes that fit into Fortnite's like typical genre, like obviously the 5v5, and we're getting first person, which will be usable and creative. And obviously we have music mode, which is its own complete separate thing, but it's like we're finally getting enough differentiation between all of these things that are all united by something like the Fortnite crew and the main battle pass and the fact that we can use these cosmetics over every single game mode.
Yeah, and I think what also saw people saying specifically is it's combat stuff. Reload, OG, ballistics. It's all combat. I feel like so many people are going to enjoy stuff like that, especially even casually, versus something like a music mode. I'm not saying people don't enjoy that, but like, again, look at the player counts. People are playing these types of modes more. Yeah. So I really like, this is definitely the metaverse that I'm enjoying. There's more stuff I want to talk about. There's more that happened, but we are going to do another Fortnite one with Winterfest, because that's one thing that we didn't talk about, because we don't actually know anything about Winterfest yet, do we?
Yeah, it's not happening. We're not getting Winterfest. You don't get Christmas this year.
We had Fortnitemares, and then they gave us 5 new game modes, and then they said, screw you.
Like, Merry Christmas, you get a new game mode, nothing else. Bye.
Didn't we have that in the summer? Wasn't that Reload? Are we really about to go through seasons of the year with a game mode instead of an event?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised after today.
Yeah.
But anyway, a little bit of a longer one. I think we were able to knock it out. There's plenty more to talk about. But again, a lot of it, we kind of got to digest it. We haven't played the new game mode, so we can't talk too much about it. But there's one final good thing I want to talk about that we didn't talk about. Have you checked out the shop recently?
Yeah, it exists.
They added filters.
Yeah.
How you feeling about that?
It's nice. I think
it's really nice.
Cool. Yeah, it's like you can see, like, say I don't want to see kicks at all, I can just not check it. If I want just skins, obviously just cars, it kind of allows you to cater to the modes that you play a little more.
But another nice thing it has is unknown items. So if you buy like all the music packs, you don't have to see. You can see the music packs you haven't bought yet. So I think it's really nice to have that. I do think the UI still needs change when it comes to locker and shop, but I think we're going in the right direction when it comes to some of this quality of life stuff, like the Google, like be able to search skull and just seeing anything with a skull on it. This item, the shopper. Yeah. So overall, JJ, do you think the state of Fortnite is good or bad right now? Do you think we're actually out of the slump? Do you think Fortnite is going to have its new peak? Or do you think Fortnite's about to die next week?
Question mark, exclamation point?
Actually, no. You said save, and I have to say this. This is the funniest thing I saw, though. So with all the metaverse, right? Where did it all come from, JJ? Where did the metaverse start? Fortnite metaverse. What was the first thing? Save the world. Save the world.
Sure.
Right? Did you see that it had its almost all-time peak since January? It was the 5th or 6th most played game mode, and they didn't put it in top 10. They had, now this isn't like because it was top 10 creative maps, because they had BR there, but they didn't allow Save the World.
Probably because it's paid.
Well, I mean, fair, but it's still the most played game. Like,
but they can't show it. Like, they can't put it there because not everybody has access. So why would they promote it?
Next thing in the crew, Save the World access.
Permanently. Yeah, really? Again.
Like I said, that's why I said permanently. Let's stop removing. Let's just give people access. But do you know what? Actually, wait. Don't do that, JJ. Don't let them do that. Do you know what they were gonna do?
Mm-hmm.
If you unsubscribe, you lose access to Save the World.
Bye-bye progress.
All right, bye-bye Save the World, and bye-bye you guys. Make sure you join. Remember, New Year's around the corner. We got lunch of stuff coming for you this year.
Lunch of stuff.
Month. Lunch of stuff. Punch of stuff. I'm going crazy. I'm so exhausted.
Seth, go take a nap.
This is Fortnite. I go night-night now. Bye-bye.
Bye.